Consequences of not updating ISF country codes. Welcome back to our Customs Brokerage series, where we discuss all things related to customs, import-export, and international trade. In today's episode, we're going to tackle an important question. What happens if an importer fails to update the Importer Security Filing, ISF, with changes to the conveyance's country code? Before we get into the consequences of not updating the ISF, let's quickly recap what the ISF is and why it's crucial for importers. The ISF, also known as the 10+2 rule, is a filing requirement for importers that aims to enhance cargo security in the United States. It requires importers to provide detailed information about their cargo to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP, before it arrives in the country. When an importer fails to update the ISF with changes to the conveyance's country code, it can have serious repercussions. The conveyance's country code is an essential piece of information needed by CBP to verify and track the movement of goods. By not providing an accurate country code, the CBP may face difficulties in ensuring compliance, confirming the origin of goods, and assessing potential risks associated with the cargo. One of the first consequences an importer may face is delayed or even denied entry of their goods into the United States. When the conveyance's country code is not updated or is inaccurately reported in the ISF, it can lead to increased scrutiny by CBP officers at the port of entry. This extra scrutiny can cause delays in the clearance process and potentially result in penalties or additional fees for the importer. Speaking of penalties, failing to update the ISF with changes to the conveyance's country code can result in financial consequences as well. Importers who do not comply with ISF regulations may be subject to penalties imposed by CBP. These penalties can range from monetary fines to the seizure of goods. Beyond financial implications, an importer's failure to update the ISF accurately can also damage their reputation and business relationships. Customs authorities closely monitor importers' compliance with regulations, including the proper filing of the ISF. If an importer consistently fails to update crucial information like the conveyance's country code, it can raise concerns about the importer's reliability and attention to compliance, potentially leading to strained relationships with suppliers, carriers, and other stakeholders in the trade ecosystem. To avoid these negative consequences, it's crucial that importers understand their responsibilities and the importance of keeping the ISF up to date. Regularly reviewing and updating the ISF with any changes to the conveyance's country code is not just a legal requirement but also a means of ensuring smooth import operations and maintaining good standing in the trade community. So, what steps can importers take to ensure they update the ISF accurately? First and foremost, importers should work closely with their customs broker or freight forwarder to understand the requirements and timelines for updating the ISF. These professionals have the expertise to navigate through the complexities of customs regulations and can assist in maintaining compliance. Additionally, importers should establish internal processes and systems that enable them to track and update critical information like the conveyance's country code in a timely manner. Regularly reviewing incoming shipments, communicating changes to the relevant parties, and ensuring accurate data entry are all essential steps to minimize the risk of non-compliance. Remember, the ISF is not something to be taken lightly. Importers must prioritize accuracy, timeliness, and compliance when it comes to updating the ISF with changes to the conveyance's country code. By doing so, importers can avoid potential delays, penalties, and damaged relationships. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the consequences of failing to update the ISF with changes to the conveyance's country code. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications, so you never miss an episode. Disclaimer note below. See you next time.